Hey, this your girl Takia B, and we is back up in the Doug Dizzle. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, one thing I'm gonna say. Let's talk. The Grammys. Yeah, last night was last night was it was something else, I should say. There's a lot that needs to be talked about. First and foremost, there's I mean, I got a lot to get off my chest, and this is gonna be a rant, and this is probably not gonna be a long video because your girl got somewhere to be in the next god awful few minutes, and I gotta start my car. But we just gonna talk about the Grammys, right? That's what we're here for. So the Grammys, let's just say, part-time. Was it good? Was it bad? Look, I'm just give you the tea. I'm just going to right now and be like, it was the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I don't even know where to begin. First, let's talk about Kendrick Lamar, the first performance of the night. That's probably, let's just talk about like what was my favorite moments. Kendrick Lamar's performance was amazing. I mean, you have Dave Chappelle. Come on, he's the king of satire. Is that what I've seen? The Chappelle Show, like, it's amazing. It's Chappelle Show. It's awesome. And like his whole performance was just, it was just bomb. It was just stupid bomb. Like, it was just awesome. Like, it was, I just can't take it. And he was performing Triple X from the album Damn. And he had U2. He had U2 on stage. Why not? And he ends up winning Best Rap Album, Best Rap Song Collaboration with Loyalty with Rihanna, and I think that's all he won for that whole night. It was like 2 Grammys. I could be wrong. But yeah, favorite performances was Kendrick. I would definitely love SZA's performance. You know, I'm all T-E-D-E gang, gang, gang. And we'll get to SZA in a minute with his best new artist. Yeah, and how I really feel about that for 1 second. I will get there. I'm getting there because I got a lot to say about that. I'm trying to get to the good parts. You know, shout out to Cardi B. She had her moment on with Bruno Mars. And let's talk about Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars was like kicking sweet ass, beating out everybody. I mean, he done got best record of the year. Hold on, I don't want to make myself look stupid on camera. I watched the whole show. I pretty much know what it looks like. Okay, who is our performers? This is what I should have been prepared myself for. Hold on. Let's see, Grammy winners of the night. I should just look up Bruno Mars. Okay, so Bruno Mars won Album of the Year for 24 Karat Magic, Song of the Year, That's What I Like, over Logic, Julia Michaels. We're getting into it. So like, That's What I Like. Let's see, what else did he win? He won for Record of the Year, 24 Karat Magic. And let's see, and Best R&B Performance for That's What I Like. Did I count about 5 yet? Oh, and I forgot to mention, he also won, wow, he won, oh, and also Bruno Mars won for Best Song. And now Kendrick won, I just found out he just won for Best Music Video for Humble. Dave Free, Dave Myers, his team. So he's won more Grammys. Kendrick Lamar, Best Rap Album, Damn. And we have Best Rap Song, Humble, Kendrick Lamar. And that's what he won. Yeah. And that was it. And that was that. And that's all she pretty much wrote. But Bruno Mars basically cleaned up the whole night. Like, he beat out everybody. So it just seems like, and then, you know, nobody won. Also, let's talk about our other winners here. Best Pop Solo Performance, The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. He also won for Best Pop Vocal Album, Ed Sheeran. Best Dance Recordings Tonight by LCD Sound Systems. We also have Best Traditional R&B Performance, Redbone by Childish Gambino. Let's talk about Childish Gambino. So, hilariously, my mom was like, Childish Gambino? Who's Childish Gambino? I was like, that's Donald Glover. Like, he mentioning all, like, the Global Globes. That, I'm telling you, that man looked like a full-on R&B singer that night. He looked like he'll take, it was a caption on one of the pictures on a website I was looking at. It would say, he'll take a Golden Globe, he'll take your Golden Globe, he'll take your Emmy, he'll take your Oscar, and he'll take your Grammy. He could be one of the first artists to take them all. You know how they like have all the honors where it's like, okay, the top 5, the Tony, the Emmy, the Oscar, and the Grammy. He could be like the top list. Like they have, it's like literally an acronym. Google it. Like it's literally the Oscar, the Grammy, the Tony. If he was going to do Broadway, but he's probably going to go as far as TV, and that's that. As far as it could go. Anyways, but he finally won a Grammy for Redbone. Redbone, we're not gonna lie, Redbone, the song Redbone wasn't popular up until last year, even though the album came out in 2016, Awaken My Love, but it didn't get popular other than that. Best Urban Couture Album, Starboy by The Weeknd. You know what? Okay, let's get to the ugly. I'm ready to rant. So artists, I loved each and every person that was in that category. Well, I don't want to say Lil Uzi Vert. It's kind of questionable. Lil Uzi. It's like a running joke. Like, I should laugh. Like, I'm just not gonna laugh. Anyways, but all the artists are winning. I feel like my personal opinion with this is, I don't feel like Alicia Carter deserved that. Now, y'all can throw tomatoes at me. Y'all can say a lot of shit in the comments. Alicia Carter probably got some hardcore fans out there. But where is the album? Like, her album, Know It All, came out like 2015. Like 2014, 2015. And I feel like, okay, you're just now getting a Grammy. Yeah, I don't want to kill the girl's dreams or whatever. Yeah, she been practicing Grammy trophies in the shower for years. But SZA, who, this has been mentioned, this girl has been nominated 5 times, but we couldn't give her Best Urban Contemporary Album. Everybody was talking about Control last year. Everyone was talking about Control. Everybody. Even Khalid's album, American Teen, was on everyone's list. It could have been between 2 people, Khalid or SZA. Them 2. Because their albums were talked about all year. And you give it Alicia Carter out of all people whose album came out about, it's 2018. Like, she should have been on the albums we expecting list. Okay? 2018. You haven't had an album since 2015, but we're giving you Best New Artist. But the last year's Brand New Artist was Chance the Rapper, and he did have a project that was out the year prior before. Okay, issue there was I ran out of memory, y'all, so that's what happened. But yeah, back to my rant. Just long story short, congratulations Alicia Carter for Best New Artist. I just feel like, sis, girl, you gotta give us a new album. For the people, to the Academy. You feel like you're Phil like Reservoir because you got a song with Logic and Khalid and you making it 1-800, which we'll get to that in a second. But she needs to give us a new body of work of music. I mean, versus the other nominees, I felt like, you know, yeah. And let's talk about SZA. SZA's winning. SZA's winning. Let's just keep it real. Like, with the fact that the artists that are Grammy nominated, at the end of the day, they're still winning because they were actually fortunate enough to be able to be nominated. And I'd rather make it, I want to spread positivity, love on my channel, you know. Even though I know that was like a bit of shade a little bit to Lisa, but it's nothing but love, girl. I still love you. You know, I just kind of feel like the Academy should have gave it to SZA. It was like, should win. But other than that, it's nothing but love. At the end of the day, I feel like with artists and Grammys and popularity and this whole bullshit, and everything like that, I truly, really, really feel like at the end of the day, it's a blessing that you actually get nominated versus then, oh my gosh, you know. And her speech was great. I supported her speech about the fact that everybody needs to be heard. I'm all for that. That's cool, you know, and whatnot. Kesha's performance, me too. Some people could have said, okay, it was very emotional. It was very emotional. Girl, grace and mercy on your life, child. Kesha has been through a lot. I was always been a fan of Kesha. I've always have been. That girl has been through, girl, like, she's been through a lot, and for her to do an impactful performance like that and stand up for the Me Too movement was a really big deal. She had ladies of Camilla, Andre Day, who was on that stage, Cyndi Lauper, Julia Michaels as well. All those women were standing up and with her and by her side, standing up. Logic, of course, standing up for 1-800, which is a huge record. It did not win. Like, I'm just so, I'm just like, it did not win, and I'm not sad. I am sad about it. That sounded so shady. Oh my god, it sounded so shady. But like, I meant to say that it deserved to win. That's what I meant. Don't take this wrong. I'll be like, this girl is just shady. She's just shady. Shady. Just shady. Just shady. But no, I wanted that song to win. The prize given it deserved, because I feel like that's a song a lot of people go through a lot of things, and someone's life needs to be saved instead of having a good funky old time. And kudos to Bruno and his wins, but when are we gonna choose, you know, the issues that matter in this world over things that are popular? And an album, 2K 40K Marriage, which is a dope album, I'm not gonna lie. Bruno, that boy right there, he can perform. Like, we had to think about, like, artists that are, for sure, like, if I had to think about any male artist entertaining wise, Bruno, hands out, will give you a show. Hands down, he'll give you a show. I just feel like, you know, I think in one of the songs he got beat at, I think it was Record of the Year or Song of the Year. Oh god, I looked terrible. I look terrible. I don't know nothing. How you gonna call yourself a phenom? You just don't know the dang good thing, girl. What did he lose from and do? Song of the Year. So that's what I like. Beat 1-800, Logic, Julia Michaels, Despacito. Despacito was a huge record. Despacito was huge. Was huge. And then he beat out Album of the Year. And then everybody was talking about how Lorde was the only woman in Album of the Year out of all these guys. And then on top of that, it was the most diverse. And there was a lot of hip hop. Last final remarks. I kind of feel like the reasons why I just felt like it's just, I just don't know. I mean, it's still, I feel like Grammys, it's like, okay, how can we make this, how can we take steps forward, but with so much steps back? And I think this is where I'm just going to end it. Well, there's quite two things I need to say. One, I also liked that Childish Gambino's performance, J.D. McCary. That little boy can sing. That boy can sing. He could sing a little line off. Oh, fact though, he's on Terrified. when I was in Terrified, I thought it was a woman singing that little high, little sing voice part, but actually it's a little kid, Shady Carey, who is going to play young Simba in The Lion King, Lion King 2019. Yes. Yes. Look forward to that when it comes out next summer. Not this summer, but I'm excited. Yeah. And that was what also the top performances for me was Childish Gambino, Kendrick Lamar. Really loved. I loved Kesha's. I love SZA's. Now, let's talk about the wrap up here. The end. Where I feel like the Grammys have fall flat. I feel like it's like we take a step forward and then we take a step back. How we go from Chance the Rapper last year. You know, we give him Best New Artist. He gets Best New Album and all that. And then, of course, we take away the Grammy for Beyonce. We give it to Adele, the album that she put out the year before last. It's ridiculous. It's just a sham. It's just a sham. And then we really fall back this year, fall a little flat. The venue, as you can notice, it was in New York. I haven't been in New York in like 15 years. The All Facts and stuff. And it was like a smaller venue. This is where the Grammys fall flat here. Because, one, one, with the SZA situation, I kind of feel like, okay, she was the most, and mind you, the top 5. I mean, Alicia Keys won 5 for her first album, but that was like years ago. You know, but you're talking about the most celebrated R&B album of last year, and she just fell short. But like I said, SZA's still winning, so it's like, it's whatever. The girl gave us 2 amazing commercials, Gap and MasterCard, like, hello. And we have the Black Panther soundtrack to look for. Hello, TDE camp all day. Y'all probably like see sauce and TDE. Like, okay. Awesome. It's got great, the bevy of stars. Why not? It's like a basketball team. It's like Harlem Globetrotters. Except it's like more like Compton Globetrotters. Compton. What's up? Yeah. Going way off topic. I just went into a whole lot on there. And then like the fact with the Grammys. It's, how can I sum it up? The way they fell flat. It's just basically, yeah, we talk about the issues and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you still didn't give hip hop its due. You give it to the people that feel like they're more deserving of albums that came out like, how are we going to say 2018 Grammys and we're talking about the songs that reigned for a whole year, mind you. We're talking about last year, right? But we're talking about albums that came out in 2016. If that's the case, we might as well bring Lemonade back in, you know what I'm saying? We might as well bring Lemonade back and all those other albums that came out earlier this year. But I beg to differ in the nomination. So, yeah. So, like, overall, the Grammys they were okay. It's the Grammys, and you know, life goes on and until another year, and it's like, should we care, should we not care? It's the Grammys, and that's all I have to feel like I have to say about it. You know, women needs to be more women. I feel like there needs to be more women that are working in the background, more executives, more engineers. They said like women. There was not enough women in the categories winning. It was only probably like one woman, which was Liz Carr, who won Best New Artist. And I just kind of feel like, okay, there needs to be more people, more women in the background, more producers, more engineers, more ladies, more executives, more, just more. If we were talking about it, there just need to be more room for that. That's all. Give it in the comments below. See how you feel. Did you watch the Grammys? Do you care? Should we care? Should the hood people, should the streets, do you feel? How you feel about Cardi B and her shining growing moment despite the fact she didn't win a Grammy? You know, how do you feel? Tell us how you feel. Comments below and subscribe. Until the next video. And I also forgot, PSS by the way. Did anybody catch that Blue Ivy moment? Blue Ivy was like... She's like, Darren Camilla's Beach. Yeah, that was funny. But comments below. Until the next video, I holla. Peace.